Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and we had a surprise hotfix patch go live in Hearthstone that addressed a ton of issues, fixed some bugs, also some balance issues in Arena and Duels. We're gonna go over the details on that. We have the official confirmation that a balance patch will be coming next week, as well as some details around how they're building these balance patches. There's a little bit more of a different method to the madness, I guess. We'll talk about that as well. And of course, a friendly reminder, we're on the road to 69,420 subs. If you feel like I've earned your subscription, please hit that sub button down below. We're doing a big giveaway when we hit that, really juvenile milestone. So again, hit that sub button, make me go broke. So yes, Hearthstone tweeted this out. Patch 26.2.1 goes live today with bug fixes and updates to Battlegrounds, Duels, and Arena. This should be data only. You shouldn't have had to download any major big time patch or anything like that, but there are a lot of significant changes, and I want to go over that with you guys because the only way to see this is through like Twitter and on a forum post, because reasons. Anyways, starting off with the Battlegrounds updates. I'm not going to go super in depth about it. We're not Battlegrounds focused. Plus, it's just a lot of like, wow, this hero has this much armor. They changed a bunch of armor. I will link this below, by the way, if you want to take a look and actually look at the details for whatever I don't go into, a big depth about. But yeah, a lot of armor changes to different heroes. Up, down, whatever. ETC Band Manager has returned to the hero pool, so whatever issue was there with that apparently has been addressed. And Sin Runner Blanchi has been returned to the minion pool. Apparently there was like an infinite loop with the minion. They made a way to stop the infinite loop, so it is back. A big one though for Duels. I'm kind of out of the loop, so you guys will have to let me know in the comments below why they did this. But Zul'jin, the Hunter hero card, which would, I guess, recast spells. I believe that's the card, right? Zul'jin and Dead Man's Hand have been banned from all card pools. When I've played Duels, those have never been problematic to me, but I guess with the latest set, I don't know with like Snapshot or what's made it like ridiculous, but yeah, apparently they were problematic and they have both been banned. Important to note, unlike Wild, when cards are banned or removed, they're not eligible for dust refund. So if you crafted this epic or this legendary just for Duels, you're hooped on dust. And I guess that's just always the way it's been. I don't love that because, people craft cards for those modes, but at the end of the day, yeah, they're no longer eligible. So if you were doing that strategy, again, you can let me know in the comments below what that was. I just haven't caught up with Duels in recently, so I don't know. However, a mode I am pretty familiar with lately these days is the Arena, where of all the places, Warrior has been dominant. Warrior has been ridiculous. I think there was a tweet, somebody put like an image of like 6 bridge rifts they faced in one game, and that's not even that uncommon. It's so busted, right? They buffed it, and it was already good at 6 in Arena. Regardless, anyways, card appearance rates were adjusted. Class cards in general will appear less frequency for Priest and more frequently for Hunter and Warlock. Also, specific high power class cards will appear less frequently for Priest. My God, they hate Priests more than I do. Shaman and Warrior. So I'm assuming that's the Bridge Rift. Bridge Rift should appear less frequently. I would hope that's what they're hitting. Otherwise, what are they doing? And more frequently for Hunter and Rogue. Look out for Rogue. If you can get like concoctions way more often. Oh, actually, no, less frequently. Oh, more frequently, yeah. So look out for Rogue. If you can draft Rogue, and if they boosted like Potion Belt and concoctions, Rogue might be Omega busted in Arena. It's not very good right now, but it doesn't take much for it to go pretty crazy. So yeah, good time to experiment with Arena. Although I will say the bot accounts, the people that bought accounts and then buy them, the super drafts, that's not really, we haven't seen any change in that. The Arena format still feels pretty rough with that going on, so be aware of that. I'm still going to throw that out there because a lot of people have been really frustrated. And then there were some big bug fixes, some of which I've seen comments complaining about, as well as we've talked about. One was players are being like basically soft locked out of the game with the new loner decks. Basically they just couldn't get them, and then they couldn't play the game. So as a temporary mitigation to this issue, they're extending the loaner deck period for affected players and pausing the grant. So basically, you cannot claim your free deck because that would basically lock you out of the game. It wasn't working until the next patch 26.4, which will be the mini set patch. You basically have those loaner decks till then, so enjoy the free decks until then. You just won't be able to claim them as your own, but that's not a big deal because you can play with all of them, right? So that's really interesting. And they said alternatively, unlocking wild first should also resolve the issue and the loaner deck period and offer the player their choice of deck. So if you want to get around that, apparently unlocking wild will do that. To unlock wild, I think you just have to buy or craft a wild card. That's all you have to do, is my understanding. They fixed a bug. Rowdy Fan is no longer unnerfed. It's back to being nerfed, only granting +3 attack. They fixed a bug where Arcanite Ripper would count armor change as health change. You can't grow your minion based on your armor change anymore. Theft Accusation can now be triggered by a copy of Mixtape that'll affect like 2 players. And there's some other minor bugs like Metronome apparently was bugged, Kidnap, Boogie Down with summon 0 cost minions, but some significant bug fixes here. One that I'm very happy to see that they put at the bottom, like they don't want people to know, but they fixed a bug where some bots, yes, Hearthstone bots, which we've talked about, there are official Hearthstone bots, were shamans, but we're playing rogue cards. There are so many Reddit posts, so many posts in my Discord about this. But yes, the official Hearthstone bots, which are always named like Funky Patron, they're like one exclamation mark on each, capitalized letter on each name, and you can't even see them as a recent player or report them. They're supposed to be there for low MMR people to help ease people in and all of that. They were bugged out. I just saw posts about this all the time. So significant hotfix, a lot of big bug fixes hit. Again, I'll link that below if you want to take a look. But the other big piece of news was tweeted out by Aleko Guriko, the balance guru on the Hearthstone team, confirming a patch for next week, but also a little bit more information to go with it. He said something we've been doing for the last few balance patches, which players might not be aware of. We have been asking for feedback on our proposed balance changes from some folks in the Hearthstone Creator Program. We've talked about the Creator Program. It's a way of Hearthstone content creators to apply to be able to go into a Discord with the Hearthstone dev team, community team, get sometimes early access to information. It's all super NDA. You can't talk about it. I am a part of that program. I've mentioned that before, but I can only mention so much and all that stuff. And yeah, it's been a really cool program, pretty enlightening. Hasn't changed my content at all, except for the stuff they tell us I can't say ahead of time. But other than that, like, they let me be as critical as I want. Like, if they have a problem with it, they can boot me out. Like, I'm not changing anything for that. I can assure you of that. Anyways, the creators always provide amazing feedback on our changes in every patch since we started this process, improved thanks to their feedback. The next balance patch will be shipping in less or approximately 1 week, including quite a few changes, which were suggested by creators. And again, I can't comment on all this. I will give my nerf predictions and all that stuff on Monday, not based on anything from the creator Discord. Purely, I come up with the list ahead of time in case I find out about stuff, and I stick to that list. So we'll have our predictions of what I feel should get changed and all of that probably on Monday. But it's cool to see, and I think getting outside opinion, especially from like knowledgeable pro players and people like that, I think is a good thing. And it also lets them, like, you know, if there's a problem, just blame the idiot players, blame the streamers, you know. If Priest is too OP, blame, you know, Kibler. It's Kibler's fault, right? If he's in there. But again, no confirmation on anybody who's in there. Can't do anything like that. But yes, we will have a balance patch next week, and it will be interesting. I brought this up with the balance patch confirmed to be landing next week. I'm curious if they'll push back the Heroic Brawl, right? Like, what's the timing of it going to be? The Heroic Brawl starts on Wednesday. The balance patch, if it doesn't come out before then, is literally going to affect decks that are currently in the Heroic Brawl. We saw this last year during the Sunken City Heroic Brawl, and they delayed it by a week because of this balance patch. So we'll see if they do that again. I have no idea. but it could be a little bit, you know, contentious and not really the best idea. So we'll see. I haven't got a comment on it or anything like that. And yeah, we'll find out. But that's all the news and tidbits. Patch next week, big hotfix, and tomorrow. Think we might have some fun making fun of an idiot. We're probably going to take a look at my worst review. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.